Greetings, interwebs! This is Jackie K, and welcome back for another edition of Battle Spot Live. You can scratch the old versus new idea that I came up with the last one, and it's not really gonna work. However, I do have a catch. We are playing on Omega Ruby! You can't tell because it looks exactly the same, but this is Omega Ruby! And all my Pokemon are Pokemon that I've had before, but I swear to God, this is Omega Ruby, and I'm not trying to fool your faces. See? Omega Ruby! Holy cow, wait a minute. Just goes from 10 to like 20. Where did they get so many freaking musics? I guess might be having to wait a bit longer than expected, actually. As suspected, people are going to go right into the tough stuff, and I'm not quite sure what I have that'll be best suited for dealing with everything that we have to fight up against. I'm gonna save Dill in case I can catch it on like the Mega Latios, because that would be pretty useful to have, but in that case, Musharna won't be too handy for this earlier part. I would bring a Zoomerol, but he traded probably with Wallet. And Charizard Y Charizard Y is pretty much my best guess because it's the Mega Evolution I have. I think I'll try I'll try Machamp and Ditto, but I'm pretty much winging all this. The battles came so fast I haven't really had a chance to introduce or just say in general what the heck's going on here. I guess that explains why it goes from 10 to 20. Everything certainly looks pretty darn climatic. Considering what we'll probably be going up against, I can't be too surprised. But holy cow, holy cow. This thing is probably going to be Mega Evolving first turn. Which in that case would be surprising, which means my Charizard is faster than a Latios. Which I will have to use to my advantage. Let's see if Charizard Y is still as overpowered as it was in the X and Y days. Probably not with all these legendaries that are just barely in their face. Oh, apparently it's not Mega Evolving. I mean, it's a Latios. It probably doesn't need to Mega Evolve to one-shot me. I didn't get one-shot, but I don't know. And I didn't bring my Azumarill, so I can't just swap into that. I don't want to sacrifice my Mega so early on, but I'm not sure if there's anything I have that can really tank the hit. And I want a Roost, but I know it's not going to do any good. I'm just going to Flamethrower on the off chance that he decides to switch, which he doesn't. Definitely can't bring Shadow in onto this particular guy. That'd be just screwy. So I guess it's up to Machamp. The right side is that it's pretty much lowered his stats quite a bit, so I am feeling confident that my Machamp can take it out. The downside is I'm down a Pokemon, and it's my Mega. So it's really looking kinda icky at this particular point. But I gotta do what I gotta do to get him in. Really? I'm gonna assume that it would just be kinda hard. I assume that this Venusaur is gonna have some unpleasantly things towards me. Yeah, here's the Mega Evolving Pokemon. Bright side? Poison is not something you can fact, but it is part poison, so my attack's gonna be neutral against it. Whew. It's lowering his special attack, so bringing my Ditto onto this guy is pointless. You know, it's only gonna get worse. If I have any hope of salvaging anything from this particular fight, I gotta go and Ditto now. Oh. Maybe that was the best thing that could come out of this. Because I just copied a perfectly fine level Diddle. Only problem is that I'm kind of scarfed into whatever move I go for, and that move is gonna be the Draco Meteor. So stats are kind of gonna be in this situation. If I had confidence that I could take this guy out with any other move, I'd go for it, but I just don't. Kind of want to predict him to switch back into Venusaur, but I'm just gonna play it safe if I have any hope of winning. Yeah. He didn't switch, so if I did anything besides Draco Meteor, that would have been the end of my Ditto. Unfortunately, that means I'm locked into Draco Meteor. The plus side is I'll be ridiculously fast, and hopefully it'll allow me to do a significant amount of something. Just a try. Yep. Can only use Draco Meteor. I guess the choice is it worth going back to my Machamp to try to sacrifice it? I'm not going to be able to get to use Latios either way. Oh yeah, he's bringing out a bug type because I'm part Psychic. Yeah. I think I'm pretty much in a situation I gotta go for Machamp. Kind of hoping that he's able to take a hit though, and I can at least get a dynamic punch off on this guy before I go down. But it doesn't really look like that's going to be the case, because I am slow. Like, intentionally bred to be slow, so I think it's just going to be a sacrifice, not really anything more. Question comes down to is, can Heracross take out everything? Probably not with this Choice Scarf. Back in the old days, everyone's using Choice Scarf with their Diddles. And now, this is the exact reason why I never really felt Choice Scarf Diddle worked for me. Great. If I could lock myself in close combat, but I'd be slowly withered every time. Mega Horn is resisted. Resisted. So it gets game set match either way, but I'm just gonna go for Mega Horn because I'd rather not lower my defenses so much. That does bring up an important question of what happens if I'm Choice Scarfed and I run out of PP? Do I get to choose another move or do I go into Struggle? I'm pretty sure I just go into Struggle, so I'm not gonna get my hopes up too high. I mean, missing would not really help either. Come on, one finished off. Oh, no. Now you're definitely not going to have enough PP to finish off that Venusaur. And honestly, there's not really a lot of health right now to actually even take out the other Pokemon. Alas, what we got is what we got, though. I just gotta wait for him to send out his last Pokemon and meet my demise. I guess I'll wrap up this particular video here, because I think I'll use this team for a little while. And hopefully, if I can find enough motivation to raise new Pokemon, I might actually do Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire themed teams. And wait a minute, I won. I was not expecting a single Mega Horn to do so much to a Venusaur. No, I'm good. I kind of have this live commentated and recorded for the internet, so I think I'm good with that. Will we continue battling? I think I will, but I'll save it for the next edition of BattleSpot Live. Take care, everyone.